Looks like a bit of a better one for sure. They have some percent-based damage, 2 different forms of percent-based damage to deal with the CK. They also have this Monkey King that... the thing is, like, we've seen this Monkey King kind of go both ways. This Monkey King versus CK matchup. I think the CK overall is just starting to really dominate versus him. But at least they've got some type of outlets to be able to fight back and have a transition into later stage. That last game, I just felt like it was so hard for them. If they didn't just completely snowball with the game, there's just no way to come back in it. This one, at least, they do have that type of scaling. But Fnatic, again, has set themselves up with a really nice tricore that definitely does outscale the side of T1. But we'll have to see. Sniper, I think, is a very question mark of a hero. So we'll see how Armel's able to make it work. And also Tiny, right? There's another hero. Yeah. Another question mark hero. Overall in this tournament, I was literally just looking up the stats. This hero has like a 30% win rate, and a lot of those wins are the SA teams, the South American teams that are playing it as that 4 position.
Let's see what they can do here with it in the mid here in SEA. As, yeah, the matchup, I mean, when you sort of consider what was left in the pool, right, you had to pick something knowing, you know, in response to the sniper that Fnatic showed. Do you think Tiny is one of the ways to go against that sort of sniper in sort of the different portions of the game?
It's super tanky. He's got the one-shot potential if he's able to get on top of him. He's Blink Carrier. And I think also maybe Carl just didn't want to get stuck with another Spirit hero where he's like an Ember or a Void Spirit where the lane's just going to be incredibly hard. And then, you know, they're out of the tournament after he played 2 back-to-back Void Spirit games. Like, a lot of players don't like playing the same back-to-back hero on these type of elimination games. And this lane, it should be a good amount better for him. Just because, sure, Tiny, you got 0 armor, so the damage does hurt. But you have a base damage advantage significantly over Sniper, as we see. 3 denies already for Carl. 4 denies. First 4 creeps.
Oh. See if we can get another. Oh, no, this time around, arm out. We'll get one of them, but indeed, 5 denies.
Look at that creep wave, though. Armel looking to probably get aggressive.
Top lane. Jabs.
Oh. Oh. One more hit.
Oh, he's got him. First blood for Whitemon on the top lane.
That's surprising. I guess just way too much harassment coming out from Gabby and him. Carl, as we see, the reason why they went for this hero. Excellent, yeah. 5 and 5 to the 2 and 3 of the Sniper right now. That's tough, right? 53 damage to 70 plus 22. Whenever he's got that tree, it's like a 40 damage difference. Bottom should be a pretty free lane, though, I'd say, for Fnatic. No way, really, to pressure the IO or the CK at all in this lane. So they're going to have to just manipulate lane mechanics a bit on T1. We see the Phoenix already start pulling creep wave behind. Mid. Carl gets the toss away.
It's going to get to the point, I guess, you know, once a few levels are in for the Sniper for Armel. Sure, Carl wants to be able to get him with that heavy damage to get some denies. He's going to take a lot of harass from this Sniper.
It feels a little similar to the last game where he's playing a Kunkka versus the physical. Oh my god, Carl.
It's getting close there.
When he's playing the Void Spirit versus that Kunkka, right? The harassment. He's doing the... I've seen Carl do this a lot at several different tournaments. Doing the TP play to try to get the secondary rune.
Now, Armel dealing with it well, though. Was able to get the deny and make sure that Carl doesn't get the benefit of the double refill.
This lane feels like it's going to start getting really hard for Carl, really fast. He's going to need help to check those 2-minute runes and maybe even a TP to get his bottle filled soon. Armel's just going to probably go this like multiple Wraith Band into Trez and just hit him.
Just click him?
Yep, just click him. 9 and 7 to the 11 and 5, starting to even out. Carries, the CK and the Monkey King having a pretty much free time in those side lanes.
Oh, Carl. It's going to be...
Oh my god.
My goodness, Armel. He's landing these shots.
Thompson's been playing, has been for a while. He's been playing the Sniper mid a lot on his stream as well, too. Similar build. You just go for your headshot and your take aim. Massive amounts of physical damage.
Yeah, because wait, how many Wraith Bands does Thompson?
He buys like 3 or 4.
3 or 4, right?
He buys like 4. Yeah, he goes also Treads and Swift Blink, which is a little bit, you know, that's very Thompson-esque, but I don't think we'll see that from Armel. Because the thing about Swift Blink with your take aim, you get that movement speed bonus, so you can keep hitting them with it. It's kind of funny, but we'll definitely see different builds come out from Armel. Carl, he can't even walk up to the creeps now.
At this point, you know, level 4, what, 2 points in the take aim and the headshot, you can't get close to him. Whilst all that action was happening in the mid between the two of them, it's bottom. And we'll actually have Zephyr going down as a top lane as well. Another one here for T1's safe lane duo, Whitemon, getting kills against both of these. Now, Jabs and DJ not having the easiest of lanes up top, and a lot of it down to Whitemon's play here on the Bane.
I love watching these Banes just bossing it up. The creep! The range creep! They just killed Raymon's courier. I continue to see the harassment in the mid. Carl, he will be able to get the first and second water rune, it looks like. Carl?
This might be it. He's got him. The tip's coming out as well. Armel, he's having a great time. Understandable. He's getting to play the sniper. It's a fun hero to play in the lane.
I love that he rushed the boots early instead of finishing the second Wraith Band too, so he can get those extra hits on the Tiny. Really smart. And yeah, although he did so great the first 2 levels on the Tiny, yeah, really seeing already now Armel level 6, Tiny level 4.5. They need this Tiny to have a good game too, to get that Blink Dagger so they have that gap closed for this sniper.
I mean, can anyone afford to head over and try and maybe catch Armel by surprise if Carl can bait him in?
I think probably the Bane. I think Whitemon's probably going to have to look to make a move over, help out this Tiny, just secure for the runes and maybe even just set up for a kill. A sleep into a tossback, definitely a good setup. And they can leave the Monkey King alone for a bit. I don't think Zephyr can really move out of this bottom lane. This is not an easy lane for Cuckoo. Even though he did find the creep, he found the Manic Burn creep on the Doom, so he's keeping the CK a bit lower. The CK has an IO with him, so it's keeping him ramped up on that mana. And Zephyr actually is going to move away from the lane, so I think this is where Cuckoo could die bottom. Has to be very careful with his positioning. And seeing multiple rotations, actually. Fnatic, even bringing DJ mid.
Yeah, I think they were just a bit on the defensive, knowing that some of the supports of T1 were starting to move around the map.
Look at Armel. He's having a blast. Look at it. He's
pew pew. He is in the zone here on the sniper.
Oh, I love it. The salve will get broken. Good tree toss from Carl.
Under attack.
Carl. Good battle mid.
See, at the same time, top. I mean, Armel, it's going to be fine. I should get the slow with the scatter blast. Zephyr's got to run. Jump forward, the cookie. They'll catch him. A couple more hits here from Armel, and they'll take him down.
He's got the Fairy Fire too. Will keep himself healthy. Carl was looking for a potential toss or Ava. Rune. Be a haste. Oh, Whitemon. He's going to have to grab it himself.
See bottom lane. Raven and John Well trying to take out Cuckoo. Some good body blocks here on the IO. But not enough to allow them to continue for the kill. Cuckoo's going to be fine. Over in the mid, Whitemon.
Look at him go.
Time to take some couriers.
1-2.
Easy. I'll tell you now, Whitemon, he's carrying the early game here for T1.
He even almost gets DJ with the brain sap there. Now got to move over, block out some Ancients since he sees it stacked. Yeah, Whitemon does not want to lose this game.
And some great stuff here from the Bane early on. Needs to keep it up. They've got the 2 cores on Fnatic. Getting very, very farmed. Raven and Armel having a very free start in the lane. Of course, on T1's side, it is complete free farm for Gabby.
It is.
So the Monkey King is going to hit the good timings. We'll be going for the Echo Saber build, so he's going to look to get involved early on. Maybe try and find these situations where he's able to jump in and get on top of the sniper.
Okay, that is definitely very interesting. We've seen pretty much exclusively the Battle Fury build, especially when you're playing versus CK, so you can have that scaling, have the cleave later on versus the Phantasm. So we'll see if that pays off for Gabby, his early aggression. I like this for Zephyr already a bit better than last time. I know SVG was a bit critical of the build from his IO, going for the bracers. He's going to be rushing the Spirit Vessel this time. Felt like they even needed one last game, potentially, but this game it does look really good, and he gets it at a good timing. Both offlaners kind of suffering. Cuckoo getting a bit more out of the lane just because of that natural devour. And Jab's really getting zoned out top. But as we said, they can't really pressure Raven, even though they have percent base damage, even taking an early point in Infernal Blade. The heal is offsetting a lot of it. Scorched Earth building up. They are both dropping low on Fnatic.
Yeah, just very hard to really push these 2 out of the lane, though. The CKIR.
Where's the rune? Spawns top. Don't deny it.
Actually, going to end up getting the kill on Zephyr. Over in the mid, Armel will get tossed back. But Armel, he's not scared at all. He's got the backup. DJ, if anything else was to go down, he'll stay safe.
I kind of want to see Carl move out of the mid lane, to be honest. He's really starting to suffer and last it. I feel like he does have kill opportunities. Like, if he even just walks toward bottom, could maybe set up a kill. I think they're going to refill his bottle, though, right now. Yeah. Okay, so Zephyr will come mid.
Bottom.
Cuckoo.
He's going to try and run from this. He's pretty speedy, but he's not fast enough. I end up getting the 2 of them down there. We saw previously Zephyr ended up going down, meaning that Cuckoo was left on his own. And Fnatic, they make sure to strike immediately as Raven continues to get a glorious start down in. We've already seen this series, what happens
Sure
when
have.
CK gets out of control. Raven is hitting all the timings once again here in this laning stage.
We're seeing the move happen. They smoke actually from the mid lane to potentially set up for CK. They're gonna have to just settle for an IO kill. Not what they wanted. But a kill's a kill. Oh, actually a killing spree. Okay, not bad then. But Carl, I think this is exactly what he needs to do. Don't go mid anymore. Just be active. Look to try to kill these side lanes.
Just fight,
Don't let
fight.
the CK farm anymore. Yeah.
See if Raven expects Carl to still be around here. See how safe he plays.
He pinged it. I think actually the IO pinged it. I think they know that Carl's still in the area.
So we have got the 6 on jabs now.
Oh, they're diving. Carl's going behind the tower.
See if they can find him. They do see Raven for a moment. They've got the toss combo. Should be enough damage. Is there any help John Well could give? He's going to tether across. Carl's trying to chase down, but he's getting slowed now. TP's coming in. They're not going to be able to finish off Raven. Raven is going to get himself far enough away. See the TP actually get held back there by Jabs, opting to not head down. Looks like at the end of the day he wasn't needed. Just the moves from John well enough to get Raven back to safety.
Even though Carl doesn't get the kill, I think that's the right move to make. Just put the pressure onto the CK, make them move out of that lane so you can start getting farm on your Doom. And he even gets back to go mid and get the regen, so not really any time wasted for him. As we said, his net worth is being impacted because of that lane matchup that started to proceed, but continue to be yeah, immediately runs bottom. I like this. I think this is exactly how he should be looking to play this one.
Yeah, bringing the 4 heroes down this time. We'll have Zephyr head back towards this area.
Fnatic knows, though. They have that defensive ward that they placed. Now they're just ditching the bottom lane, going toward top to take tower.
Dire are scanning.
Armel, though, when he sees the Tiny making moves also, he's just going to start shoving this mid lane, looking for tower pressure. Mask of Madness, early picked up.
All right.
Radiant structures are
Feels like they have no gap close, right? He's just going to be able to dish out as much damage as possible. They maybe get the wrap. Whitemon is trying, but just can't.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And again, a match where Fnatic, they don't lack heroes that are ready to frontline. And both
No,
Raven
no.
and Jabs, they'll be able to head straight in and try and take the attention away from the sniper each and every time the team fights.
Yeah, Raven's already got Armlet done too, so it's going to be a pretty good timing. And Jabs, as we said, is set back a little bit, but not by much. He's pretty much same net worth as the Tiny in the mid lane. So yeah, they have the tanky front lines for Armel.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Now T1, I bring the supports up top here. Zephyr and Whitemon. See if they can get a kill opportunity with Gabby. See if they feel that they can try for this. Gonna try and go for the IO. But,
okay.
have the Fiend Script. Should be a guaranteed kill here. Nothing to save John well as he gets taken down.
Looked a little awkward for a second, sleeping himself on the Phoenix. But they get themselves also an Urn Charge, which can always be really relevant.
Is under attack.
Carl. Really was hoping for top rune,
Got the
but
kisses
on bottom.
to keep the damage going on Carl. Carl's dead.
He's gone. And the DD rune is bottom, Armel. He sees it. That's likely to be the tower in mid lane. Jab's also set up just in case a rotation does come. T1. Don't know if they'll expect Jabs here.
I've got to be careful how they approach the sniper.
He's just going to kill it. I mean, he's just going to kill the tower from the distance. He's got the max take aim now.
Are fortified.
Force the glyph. And they will see Jabs. I can just picture Armel continuing to do the motion. He's just spamming,
I bet he's
spamming the
loving
laughter
it.
too.
He is having a great time on the sniper. It's been a solid start, 1-0-2.
Not top net worth though. Gabby's still keeping the lead as this Monkey King, and he's just going for straight damage and fighting. So Echo Straber into Maelstrom into BKB. It's all about just standing inside that fight. And it's faster paced than that Battle Fury. Still an item that does address CK too, once he gets the Maelstrom.
Smoke time for T1, but was caught underneath that deep ward that Fnatic have.
I've never seen that ward. That's a really cool one. Super sneaky one in the mid lane.
So Fnatic likely to know what sort of angle T1's going to try and hit them from.
Yeah, great read. Raven still waiting in mid. He's going to show himself. He's a tanky one, so if they go for him, there's potential for turnaround. The Mars was in the area. And yeah, they're not even going to be able to set up for this kill. Cuckoo now showing his face. Looks like Fnatic might want to punish this Pretty farm Doom who has the Midas.
I mean, we really are seeing sort of back-to-back how T1, they're really trying to find these fights that they need to be getting, Carl involved in.
Yeah, they're trying to pick up the pace of like trying to get that Blink Dagger at a faster pace. If he gets even like 1 kill out of the smoke, it's gonna get him that Blink a bit faster to find Sniper, but unable to. And again, they just keep denying these runes in his face. See Armel deny a haste. That would be the dream rune for Carl this game.
And Armel looks to queue it up safely. He is going to go for the BKB this game, make sure that even if they do get that jump, there's a high chance he can live long enough to stand his ground and back up to come in. Top lane, bottom lane Jabs missing the spear. Kuku will turn, drop the Doom down onto the IO. And they've got the Wukong's command. Kuku's going to be fine. In fact, Raven, he may be in trouble. He'll pop the ult, manage to get out of the ult in time. Supernova stun will catch on to Jabs. Raven continuing to try and retreat, but Gabby chases him down. Raven with the armlet toggle and the TP, he makes it away. Jabs as well in the tree line tries for a TP out, but a Nightmare will put a stop to his escape.
They almost brought Raven to his death because that spear misses. They get the spear connection, they get the kill and probably just able to reset out, but right next to the tier 1 tower, missing the spear. A concern. T1, they had to commit a lot of ults though, right? That was the Doom, the Wukongs, and the Egg. But a much needed pick up there to slow down the pace of this game. 2K lead for them. Monkey King at the top, Doom with the Midas, continuing his presence.
And that is, with a full Maelstrom done for Gabby.
He is huge.
Echo Maelstrom, Gabby, if he gets on top of anyone, he's probably going to be able to take them down pretty swiftly. This Monkey King, very, very strong.
And they have the blink on Carl. So T1 in a comfortable spot right now where they could look to punish Fnatic. But as we said, a lot of ults were used. So Fnatic, they could also look to fight back with their Mars ult in about 5 seconds. Jabs is probably looking to be very active still, since he does have 2 very farm-oriented cores, the CK as well as that Sniper. And looking at just levels really quick, they're both 13.
Jabs.
The Monkey King and the Sniper. Jabs.
He was sort of looking for action up here, but he was doing it completely on his own.
The reload, they always have it.
Let's see if they can back him up in time.
He's dead.
He is gone. They should be able to find a kill in return. Raven able to at least take down Whitemon. And Jabs maybe overestimating his ability to stay alive long enough for backup to come in. They killed him too quickly.
He's being... the way that they're playing with the relocate is really nice, though. Just trying to set up for these solo kills, but... T1 responding quick every single time. BKB nearly done on Kuku. They're getting some good timings. And a DD rune bottom. This could be a really good one for Carl. Give him that window to one-shot the Sniper before he's got the BKB. And Doom is back online. So T1, during those moments when they were lacking a little bit of those cooldowns, Fnatic wasn't able to fully punish.
They're going to get the jump in on the mid. Carl.
Armel.
He's able to get him with the avalanche, the toss back. Armel will get Cookie to the side. Also, the tether coming in for John Ware. They're keeping the Sniper alive. Kisses from DJ. I mean, that Cookie being delivered just in time. I think without that, Armel would have been dead for sure. As it was a fantastic toss back right into the middle of the majority of T1's lineup. And Armel able to walk it off there thanks to his support.
I mean, we need to see that again. Look how quick the timing was from DJ. Facing the right direction as well, and the Sniper is able to just push him beautifully out. Couldn't ask for better from Fnatic to bail out Armel. No, and yet, into Roche immediately after they see that play.
It looks like they're going to be able to get this. I mean, okay, Whitemon is close by, but doesn't really want to be the one that leads him first. So Fnatic, they'll get the Roshan. Armel now with that Aegis.
And BKB pretty much done too.
Saw some excellent support play from Darnwell and DJ in the first game. We're seeing more of it here.
Looking at some items being picked up. Before that, actually.
Hang on, Raven.
Big
Darnwell, what are they doing over here? All right, well, Gabby, he's just cleaned up a double. He's probably going to be able to get another one out of this as he turns over towards Jabs. Jabs will turn with a spear. But just like that, see, well, they just got themselves 3 kills. I mean, Armel was sort of, okay, we've got the Aegis back to farming. DJ also chilling in the triangle by Armel.
That's what I thought.
They probably looked at each other like, hey, where's the rest of the boys? They were over in the jungle of T1. What were they doing there, Fog?
I really thought that they were going to back up for a second and just wait for these items to come out, but nope. They just go for the fight immediately with Jabs, relocate in, and kill Raven.
And now, Whitemon.
Uh-oh.
Okay, there's TP's coming in, and this is pretty deep, so they won't be able to do anything with this Nightmare setup. But, I mean, a huge fight for T1 to sort of get handed to them inside their jungle.
Oh, and Jabs is 0-5-0. He's having one of the rougher Mars games I think I've seen at this tournament. And he's also like, the missed spears and him like setting up for these plays, it's forcing them to reload in, and even it gets Raven killed too. They gotta be a little bit more careful these next few moments that they go for these plays.
Absolutely. Anytime they want to try and enter T1's jungle, they better bring the full squad. Going in with 1 or even 3 heroes, as we just saw, it's not going to cut it. T1 is more than happy to take those sort of fights, especially with how strong Gabby is.
And just their overall team fight lineup, right? They didn't even have to use the egg from the Phoenix. They're all just set up in the area. BKB on Cuckoo, feeling strong to be that front line.
Is under attack.
They'll scout Armel for a second. Can they get on him, though? Carl, not in the area. He's bottom. The scan is out.
See if they want to try. Gonna have to do it twice. It's not easy. A boundless strike. Cookie to separate Armel. He's able to turn, still continue to get a few hits in onto Cuckoo, but Cuckoo's tanky, especially with the Essence ring. Carl, he's in with the combo. That's gonna be Armel gone down the once.
He looks dead twice. They have to go for a reload.
See if John was able to take him out. Get over to the side. See if they can take him any further away as T1 they're chasing. The arena's down. The Spirit's going to be dodged here by Gabby with the BKB. BKB, in fact, as well for Cuckoo. They'll commit for John well. Actually, nearly escaping again with that tether. But the boundless strike from Gabby takes him down. T1, they get everyone else. Sorry, Fnatic get everyone else out of that. I mean, that could have gone worse for Fnatic. Armel was able to live, but still some sort of shaky moves after pretty top-tier coordination that we have from Fnatic in Game 1, and kind of up until 2 minutes ago in this one. Fnatic, they're starting to get a bit shaky.
Yeah, starting to feel a bit of weakness, really, from the sniper. You see him hitting the Doom, and it was actually 0 damage.
Yeah,
that
Cuckoo
he was
didn't care.
The
He did not care at all.
And if you look at the 3 cores, they are getting very... Armel,
they found him.
he is gone.
He is... Oh, can they save him? The tether? They're healing him up. It's not enough. Armel's going to go down. They have the kisses coming in on a Cuckoo and Carl. We'll see if they can get anything in return after losing their sniper. Raven, he's going to back off. Doesn't want to get in on this.
Gabby also.
Oh, from the side, he'll find DJ. T1, it's up to a 5k lead. Fnatic, it's slipping away from the mid. John well jumped as well beyond the tower. Gabby, 8-0-4.
Level 18 at 21 minutes.
All right, this is taking quite a drastic turn here as Fnatic, pretty much everything kind of went wrong for them after they got roached in the Aegis. They split up, bad things happened, and then a rough fight top and into with jabs. Is he going to get caught again here?
He might. Whitemon's hot on the chase. Can't quite get him.
All right, he's into the trees. He'll be fine this time. But Fnatic, they're getting outplayed. T1 up 8k. As we said, Gabby just absolutely massive. BKB done. He's going to be working his way on towards the Skadi next. This Monkey King is a huge issue for Fnatic.
I don't know how they're going to deal with him. He's got double the net worth of... I mean, he's almost like 2 cores put together from the side of Fnatic.
He's getting very, very rich.
And Jabs still no BKB. It's about to be finished, but even when he has BKB, look at this Monkey King. He's just going to turn and kill him in seconds. And we were mentioning the tankiness from these cores. If Wukong is down, plus 24 armor. Doom, when he has Devour, has the plus armor. Tiny already has the plus armor built in too, so the physical damage from Fnatic, it doesn't feel like it's going to be able to pierce through this now at this point when they're this behind.
Now, Fnatic's got to be way more careful with how they go about looking for the fights. You know, this is sort of the thing, right? When you have a mid-light sniper that's as vulnerable as a sniper is, as soon as you lose one of your other cores, there's a very high chance that the whole team fight that you're trying to bring together is just going to implode completely to the damage that T1's lineup can bring.
Yeah, looking tough for these next few moments. This gold lead is very significant.
If this move goes wrong for Fnatic, it's going to be very, very painful. See if they can get the jump this time with their smoke. Raven. Go for the Doom straight away in. The arena's down. They trapped the 2 of them. Carl and Cuckoo falling low. Carl will try and run, but he dies in the arena. Gabby's standing his ground in with the BKB and the Wukong's command, but the tether gets Jabs out to the side.
Gabby.
What Fnatic needed, they're ready to go for another catch. Straight back in with the stun.
Oh, the spear.
Nightmare will help Gabby dodge the spear. Gabby is trying to turn and get the Jingu Mastery build up, but the damage from the side comes in this time. Armel able to stand his ground and shoot down Gabby.
This time they get the initiation. It's not Jabs who gets the initiation going, but they get the instant stun. BKB not able to get popped in time from Cuckoo. And I see the toss back, right? Carl attempted to blink in and toss his core out, but it catches a Phantasm, and then he's caught in a world of hurt himself. Armel just free shooting the whole fight. A much needed fight, it feels like, for Fnatic to come back into this one. It's slowing down Gabby finally this game. A big kill streak gone. 8-1 and 4 now. And who ended up getting the last hit? It was Armel, right? So Armel got like almost 2,000 gold that fight.
It's a lot of money. It's enough to get him his Hurricane Pike done, so
yeah.
Something else that may just save his life. And also there it is, the Wraith Pact done for DJ.
So Wraith Pact on one side. Do we have anyone queuing up the Wraith Pact on the side of T1? We do not.
We'll certainly see how much of a difference that will make in these fights. And to T1's ability to burst these heroes like Armel.
I think it's going to prove a big problem for Carl in particular, right? That tiny burst damage drops significantly versus that Wraith Pact. And they don't really have great heroes to kill it either. Fnatic has better ones because they have the Sniper and the IO to be able to focus fire it. And even the Snapfire. So maybe that's why we see the T1's not going for that Wraith Pact on their side this time. But yeah, interesting to see that the Phoenix is going for just mech pipe this time around.
Smoke once again from Fnatic, the last one. Very, very successful.
If they get that instant stun, Raven's going to be one that leads.
They've got to be prepared for these Raven blink stuns.
Carl!
There's the jump. They get the opening onto Carl. Carl will live for now. And now they'll try and turn it. Cuckoo charging in. He was able to get the Doom down onto Raven. Boundless strike out onto the two of them. Take that relocate out of the site. Jarnwell keeping Raven out of action for now. See Zephyr trying to head towards Armel, but he has to be careful himself. Don't fall from Carl. He's staying on top of the sniper, or at least trying his best to do so. But the BKB's available for Armel. Armel pots the BKB Raven. He's ready to get back, and they pot the super over. But Armel, he's shooting down the stun. The grip! It will stop Armel, but it comes to an end. As Armel will be able to kill the egg, but he'll lose his own life. T1 back to winning the fight. As Gabby, he's not done yet. He's looking to Jabs. Boundless strike for the setup. They've closed the gap. The rest of T1 coming over. Jabs, he's got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. T1, they'll take the team white.
Instant doom. Cuckoo, no hesitation there. Carl gets jumped on, and Cuckoo just runs and immediately dooms that CK. And Fnatic kind of immediately in disarray. As soon as that happens, they have to relocate out, try to reposition, and T1 with the chase down is able to get it.
And with those kills and with this tower, Gabby should have the Skadi ready for the next fight.
And that's going to be real strong versus the Sniper, versus the CK. These BKBs also that aren't even online, right? CK doesn't even have BKB, and he's going to just be completely slowed if the Wukong is down. As you said, Fnatic, they found themselves a decent fight before, but quickly smacked down from T1.
So if Fnatic want to try and do anything here with a full team back up in 10 seconds, it's going to be tough. T1, they've already taken the top tower.
Raven's just starting to become quite poor. 1, 2, and 7 on the CK this time, looking a lot more mortal.
We're eyeing up the Roshan as well. What do we got? 1 minute until Rosh is back in the game.
Whitemon having a blink too. I actually really like this pickup from the Bane. Saw what he was able to do with it there, potentially saving the egg. Oh, and a headband. The dream for a Bane. Continuing to really feel the pressure on Fnatic. Armel, as you said, you know, he's got Hurricane Pike, he's got BKB, he's got double defensive items, but his damage, once they get on top of him, is feeling pretty lackluster. Still quite difficult. 3,000 HP on this Monkey King. And T1, ready to fight. Haste Rune and a BKB on Carl.
Yeah, I mean, they know how strong they are. If they can get that blink initiation, the fight will crumble for Fnatic.
He has his BKB on Raven, but he's scouted. Quick moves.
Finally got that blink dagger done on Jabs, and they're going to look to smoke up in return here, Fnatic.
Let's see if he's able to catch anything with it. He's had such a rough game.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Roshan's up.
It's up.
A one-team fight will probably mean a secured Rosh.
It's a DD inside Gabby's bottle, and they have all those big team fight ults around that.
And letting the kisses off in advance. They took the risk of maybe seeing if they're in the pit, but that means there's no kisses for the team fight.
Fnatic really needs every little element of damage too, it feels like, in the next one. T1? Do they have a smoke? I don't think they actually even have one available. Maybe it's coming on the courier. No, they don't have any available. So they're just going to walk in. They're going to start the Rosh. Snapfire ult was used. Full Shiva's now picked up for Cuckoo.
Is there any chance for Fnatic to jump in and try and commit?
It feels really difficult now at this point. Into Shiva's too. Like, they have so many ways to just commit in backline on T1 now. Let's say Jabs is thinking about it.
See if he can time it. Roshan getting very low. Gabby considering using the Wukong's command here to keep the area covered. They know the Rosh is going to be low. Jabs is going to try for the jump in, but immediately Whitemon's there with the grip off to the side. They'll turn their focus towards Carl. We'll see Roshan getting focused. The tether will take Jabs out to the side for now, but that means that Gabby's going to have the space to get that Aegis picked up. They did get the kill on Rosh Fnatic, but of course Gabby getting what he was after, both the shard and the Aegis for him. We'll be able to pass that shard over. Looks a bit to Carl.
Yeah, I was like, I hope he doesn't take it himself. It's probably one of the worst, if not the worst one that you can possibly have. Fnatic, though, immediately smoking. Doom was used. There's still an egg available, but Wukong and Doom on cooldown.
I know that Gabby's BKB is also on cooldown. Again, it's down to Jabs to get a catch, but without the arena, it will be purely on him getting a good angle with a spear.
Yeah, Jabs and Raven.
Not easy.
They can get the jump versus those cooldowns on the BKB.
I mean, you see the position for T1, they're prepared.
Yeah. Whitemon just ready to get the instant grabs every single time. It feels like he's just been crushing it this game on the Bane. 3-1 and 12. Since the laning phase, always getting these immediate grabs. That Fiend's grip was so fast on Jabs. Now Armel's starting to get a little bit of damage built in. Has the small crit finished up on the sniper. But as we said, yeah, Raven still quite far behind in comparison to his counterpart. And he just keeps getting doomed. Every single one of the fights, the CK is just doomed.
Yeah, Cuckoo's been doing a really good job of that. Making sure that Raven's not able to get multiple rounds of stuns and rifts off.
Zephyr almost level 18 as well, too. So they have the sniper to kill the egg, but level 18 egg could be problematic. 10 hits is a lot to go through with just one hero.
And especially when Whitemon is on the hunt for you with those nightmares and grips.
Gem now picked up for Fnatic. Trying to get some type of vision advantage, because it does feel like every single one of the fights that T1's been able to win, they always have that Obs and Sentry placed down to get the advantage just to see everybody. Just trying to take out some of that vision. We'll see Gen will take out that top ward. That ward in particular on the cliff was kind of crushing Fnatic the last few moves. And T1 might just knock on the front door.
I think they are going to force Fnatic back. Fnatic, we've got to be prepared to defend.
Now, Carl's level 20. He's got the grow talent. And that shard, as you mentioned, so he will take out buildings in a heartbeat.
T1, so they know that they've forced Fnatic back. They'll head over to other lanes themselves. Not wanting to yet try to push the high ground. They've still got a tier 2 to take top. They can look towards that, try and get all 3 lanes in good position. They've still got plenty of minutes here to play with the Aegis.
Struggling to see when Raven's going to be able to just take a fight. Armel continuing to get strong. Raven, sure, he's still getting a bit of farm, but feels like he's just completely countered this game. And the itemization that we see T1 going for, too, is going to address it even more. Shiva's, as we mentioned from Cuckoo earlier. The Vlad's now picked up from Zephyr, probably going to be going for Wraith Pact. Yeah, just so many different elements that the CK is going to somehow have to chew through. And they're scaling. Like, all 3 cores on T1 are scaling. We see the itemization from Carl, now going for the Moon Shard. So he's also going to be going for this right-click scale build. And with 13k advantage, it's feeling really good for them right now.
Of course, there's always going to be something to be said for a sniper defending his base.
Absolutely.
And as we have seen, even in these sort of losing fights, John Well has been doing an excellent job with the relocates. Each and every time, always able to make sure that one of his cores gets a second chance in the fights, taking them out to the side.
He's definitely kept them in the game at this moment. Like, they probably would... It would probably be some like 20-something thousand gold lead and a lot more kills if he hadn't been able to get a lot of these reloads. He's been pretty clutch. Falling further and further behind, though, on the map versus this Doom Midas, versus the farm speed for Gabby. And is that the full Gleipnir finish?
I think it might be, right? Has he got the recipe as
he
well?
Does.
He does. There we have it. So extra control.
Amazing versus
Gabby.
DK, too. The Phantasm is now never going to really exist. And he has his own form of catch and control inside of his ult. I love it. Really love that pickup. T1 continuing to tick all the boxes. Fnatic now starting to get trapped in their base.
30 seconds left on the Aegis. It will soon expire here for Gabby.
Got so much out of it, though. The net worth lead is just tremendous now. Cuckoo almost has a full refresher.
Now they've also got the Wraith Pact now themselves.
Now it's like, what do you hit? Okay, you have to hit the Supernova, you have to hit the Wraith Pact. I mean, there's no way that Sniper can do everything.
Yeah, I think T1 not in any sort of rush. They're very happy sitting here with that lead, and they know that as long as Fnatic is as scared as they are, where they're forced to sort of sit in the base on the high ground, T1's going to be able to continuously out-farm them and just get so much more out of the map. Fnatic, they'll try and break that with a smoke. See who they can find, but T1 themselves very, very carefully playing this one. They're back up to the base. They know there's a high chance that Fnatic will be coming out looking for them.
I look at the map right now. Look at the vision. If you just toggle it for Fnatic, they see nothing. You know, this is a really tough smoke to be able to go for here. They're just trying to read T1 making a mistake, but yeah, T1, they're not going to make that mistake. They all group up. They're smoking themselves. A head-on 5v5 fight will be disastrous for Fnatic.
I'll look to TP out of here, at least a few of them. They did show Raven on the top lane.
They got a ward down to attempt to play around, but it's quickly going to get countered.
I've got Refresher on Cuckoo, ready for the next fight. Already been doing some excellent stuff with the One Doom.
They're so farmed. And that one ward, the one little bit of information that Fnatic had on the map, will be gone. Continuing just have to hug each other. So just continue to see that gold lead grow and grow.
Armel, very much feeling the pressure of how they've been jumping him, opting to get himself a second defensive item.
A third defensive even.
I guess true on top of the Hurricane, yeah, that's right. He's very much scared of them jumping him, which is never going to feel too good having to build these many items. You want to get that damage, especially when it might come down to the point where it's just all going to be down to how much damage you can deal whilst you're sitting in the base and sitting on your high ground. He's just that concerned about the initiation and the catch that T1 have.
I don't even know if he can go for this build. That's the thing.
You think you just got to go all out and damage?
I just don't even know what he builds in order to deal enough, because it's just him, it really feels like. Like Raven is starting, we see his farm like slowly trickling up, but he's just got so many counters. Playing versus this Monkey King with the Gleipnir, playing versus Shivas, Raid Pact, etc. It's just not easy for Raven, so Armel, I'm not too sure what he gets. If the Lincoln saves him a couple times on like a base defense, then maybe that is just the best choice for him. Yep, T1 just farming. Continues to grow. From 15 to 17k to 19k.
They can wait as well for the next rush. See if they get the shorter respawn. Could be up in 20. We'll have a look.
Yep, no rush. Very relaxed gameplay now from T1.
And understandably so as well. Already, of course, down a game in this series. They want to make sure there's no chance of letting this lead slip away. They'll play this out as safely as they can to force out the game 3.
Ooh, it's a quick one. Very fast spawn. 8 seconds.
That's perfect here for T1.
Fnatic, they've got one ward again out on the map.
Radiant's top tower is under
Trying to get some sneaky positioning. A Shadow Blade even picked up for Raven. Spending his gold. They know that this next fight is probably one of the last ones. Armel did not spend his gold, though. Still hanging on to 3,800. Ooh. They see Carl.
Do they want to try? They'll force the BKB out from him. That's something.
Okay. BKB forced. Wraith Pact also forced.
See if they can make that sort of jump again.
They're just trying to... They have literally one ward that they can play around, so they're like, we have to play around this vision because it's going to die immediately afterwards.
Radiant are scanning.
And Ag's waiting there. Roshan, I think something that Gabby would be rather happy to take.
And there goes the vision. See if they try.
Carl, having to be a bit careful with the BKB on cooldown still for that 30 seconds. They'll head into the pit. And of course take this down very, very quickly. So Fnatic, if they want to have something to say about it, they'll have to make a move soon, and it doesn't look like they'll be able to get here.
I don't think they can in this area where there's just no information, no vision. Like, Phoenix can just, Zephyr will place himself perfectly in the fight, just get a full Sunray onto his teammates. So, yeah, no way Fnatic can look to go in here.
And Gabby setting up there to grab himself the Aghanims, the Aegis as well. Level 25.
That will help for the Siege versus the Sniper as well, too, those Wukong statues.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Of course, that additional ring, meaning that it's highly likely that Gabby will be able to find the Wukong's command around Armel, even when Armel's trying to do his best to keep the distance.
Armel, he's got the Lincolns, going for a shard next, so as you said, you know, 4 or 5 different forms of ways to protect himself.
He's just trying to save himself.
It's important, and a very important pickup, actually. They find a telescope on this side of Fnatic.
Okay.
So, I mean,
that is nice.
Any little bit to keep the distance for the Sniper is something that they definitely need.
Some nice neutrals as well for T1. Gabby gets the Penta Edge.
The dream for a Monkey King. Those Wukong statues' attack range gets pretty funny. Continuing to grow, 27,000 gold lead, a Shadow Blade now for Carl.
That's a big lead. I mean, we saw this
huge lead.
Game 1, Fnatic, they were the one with a huge lead before they closed it up.
It happens when you have a Doom, that when you're able to control the map like this. Like the Midas, the Devour really starts to kick in. And as we've seen, you know, Gabby having this near flawless game, 430 last hits, 10-1 and 7.
Excellent to see, especially after he did have such a tough showing in Game 1.
He did.
And he got well and truly countered this time round. As you say, just the one death. It's worked out very, very well for him here.
Who's carrying what? Let's see. Spell Prism is on the CK. Io is carrying Telescope. And still keeping Quiver on Armel. Interesting that he's holding the Quiver. I guess just really wants like that one little hit every single time instead of the Grove Bow. Because they actually have Grove Bow on DJ. Some players have preference between the two.
There's a lot of damage.
It is. Lately, I don't know. A lot of times I like the attack speed from that Grove Bow, you know, just give you that little bit extra, but... T1, just continue to farm.
I mean, they're chilling.
Just keeps growing. What's the next big items that they can look for? I mean, Arcane Blink on Gabby would be a big one. That instant setup for the Wukongs plus his Boundless.
So Eon Disc nearly on Zephyr. Looks like the damage item of choice for Armel will be the Butterfly.
Okay.
As it queued up next. Of course, he'll be hoping to find the 25 as well before that push comes in. And then they'll have that chance of having that extended range and be able to play from an even safer distance back by the tier 4s.
Hey, his range is going to be pretty nuts.
And they are yet to lose a tier 3 tower, because your T1, for all the lead that they have, they've not been able to approach the base of Fnatic at all.
Can you imagine a Sniper comeback from a 30k deficit? We're starting to get to some ridiculous bounds of gold, really, for T1. Just always getting Roche control, too, as well, so extra ags and refreshers and whatnot as Fnatic's just trapped in their base. We're already at like 97 to 3%, too, so... Gaben really believing in this advantage of T1, as I think it's a safe bet.
It does feel like that for Armel to have that sort of comeback impact on the defensive, he needs at least an extra item.
Mm-hmm. He's even switched up. I think he's like,
Moonshard,
yeah, he switched to Moonshard, the highest possible damage that he could maybe get. Raven walking out jabs too, almost getting caught.
Just teasing around with Raven. We'll smoke up behind Gabby. Looks like T1 are ready to try and take it to the next level. See if they can get that jump inside of the base. They're going to look for Raven. They're in with the combo. Raven, he's in trouble. They've got the Doom down on him. He's going to get taken out. They cannot save him in time as Raven out for 70. Use the fortification, but T1, they want to keep pushing to at least force out the buyback from Raven.
It almost feels like they didn't even have to commit the Doom there. They just did, I feel like, because Cuckoo wanted to. He's got another one as well, Gabby.
He's going to try and get into the side. He's still got 45 seconds left of the Aegis. I see Carl focusing the objectives. As the range racks down, so goes the melee as well. It's T1. Successful push from them, and a push they can look to continue again down the mid.
Cuckoo refreshes.
They're going to jump in under the tier 4s. Arena's going to get laid down. See if they can get him in position, but no, Armel's just going to get burst. They couldn't keep their sniper alive. That's Armel out for 90 seconds here, T1. As they get in deep, they get the kill. Over to the side, Raven, he's been gripped. Whitemon has the full control. Asset tie back on Raven. They'll tap out. GG, it's called. As T1, they'll take this game 2. We're getting a game 3, ladies and gentlemen, here between T1 and Fnatic.